to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning, everybody. Diamond Chinmay here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. What's going on? Happy Saturday. This break room right now is absolutely loaded this morning. I'm looking at speed flex after speed flex after speed flex after speed flex after speed flex. You get the picture. We got a lot of speed flexes in the break room this morning. We have a brand new series made live right after the After Dark show, I should say. A few hours ago, that show, After Dark show, 4:30 the guys went on to last night. 4:30.
It's becoming a bit of a hit show.
That's right. Hopefully you guys set your alarm and you're in the break room right now because the room is hot and you don't want to oversleep if we pull some speed flexes. I'm going to show off this brand new series that we have in the room right now. It's the best of the rest. See, we have the first round series on Thursday. Makes sense, right? The first round.
Yep.
Well, the best of the rest, guys who are picked in the second round or later in the NFL draft. And look at this. I love this graphic. When I first saw the graphic, I didn't realize the NFL logo was the greenish NFL logo, the draft logo this year. Obviously, Green Bay. I was just, it's always like the blue generic one. Mm-hmm. So when I saw this graphic, I was like, what's with the alligator graphic? And then I saw like the draft logo. I was like, oh, this is a sweet graphic. Looks good. So you see it right there. There's a Tom Brady prize at the end of this series, guys. There are entries. Let's see how many entries there are. It tells me. There you go. 10 entries for the Tom Brady Speed Flex. So, guys, there you go. Get yourself a headliner. If not, maybe a Tom Brady at the end of the series. Every box, every headliner is available. What's up, Jacom? How you doing, buddy? Good morning.
How you doing, Jacom?
Let's see. A Joe Montana flash helmet in here. A George Kittle Speed Flex. Jacom's a big-time 49er fan. He's going to like those 49ers. Steve Smith, Drew Brees, A.J. Brown, Terrell Davis, Puka Nacua, Tony Romo, Shannon Sharp. Look at his Brett Favre helmet. Me and Chimney were checking this out before the show. How about the Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco? He taught me more Spanish than my Spanish teacher in high school. Ocho Cinco. Cool hit right there. You got the Gronk on the chrome. George Kittle, pair of tight ends right there. The Kurt Warner, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Joe Montana, and James Harrison on the camouflage. Let's see our secondary headliners. Warren Moon, Nico Collins, Hines Ward, Zach Thomas, Antonio Gates, and James Cook. That series is loaded. Jacom's at work, grinding on fiberglass to fix a boat. There you go, Jacom. Careful. How about another loaded series? The 1 and 4. Let me check this board right now. Yeah.
A lot of stuff in the 1 and 4.
Those speed flexes are still out there. Oh, Jimmy, if you do me one favor, we still have the old graphic up for the 1 and 4.
All right.
It's the new graphic and the old graphic.
Okay.
So I guess if you could just take the old graphic down, the one with Stone Cold, Brady, Rogers, that's the current graphic.
Yeah.
The one with the Hulk Hogan and the
Okay.
one from last week that we had.
Yeah.
You see it?
Oh, the Larry Bird one?
Yes. Oh no, not the Larry Bird, the one next to it,
Okay.
the Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So let's get to this 1 and 4. And check out that series. We got the Shaq and Mutombo ball still out there, dual sign basketball. We got Carl Anthony Towns, Cat, signed basketball. Look at this Jason Tatum, the gold. Just won the NBA Finals last year. I don't know how. I'm a Jaylen Brown fan. I don't know how Tatum didn't win Finals MVP.
I think Brown had a better series, actually, than Tatum did. Shooting the ball, especially.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can see how Tatum probably had a case to be Finals MVP.
Let
I
this-
don't think they care that much.
Right, yeah. I mean, they'll take the ring.
He can go for it this year.
How about this? Scott Schwartz and Peter Billingsley. Is that a rifle? Now, I looked this up because I'm not going to lie. I had no clue what this was. Christmas Story. Remember you wanted the BB gun for Christmas?
Oh.
Uh-huh. You'll shoot your eye out. You're not going to get a BB gun. There it is right there. It's Christmas in April
Yeah.
in the break room. There you go. Hey, you want a speed flex, it feels like Christmas, right?
Yeah.
You want anything in the break room, it feels like Christmas.
There's, 4 speed flexes in the 1 and 4?
Uh-huh.
At least among the headliners.
Got Burt Reynolds' license plate. Got the Stone Cold Steve Austin vest. Got the Derek Jeter bat. How cool is that? Derek Jeter, Big Poppy, CC Sabathia, newly inducted to the Hall of Fame. CC Sabathia, and then the 4 speed flexes. Let's not forget the Larry Bird jersey.
Yeah.
But then you got the 4 speed flexes. Gronk, Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, and of course I saved our guy for last. Aaron Rodgers. There you go, to the Packers and Jets. Good to see Rodgers on some Packers in the break room. There it is. There's A-Rod.
It's a Packers Jets ripped, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. 'Cause you normally don't see 2 NFL teams as the rip. You normally see a college team mixed in with the pro team.
You think he plays next year?
I don't know. It sounds like he's willing to retire.
Right. If you would have asked me that like 2-3 weeks ago, I said, yeah, he's going to play 100%. Pittsburgh. Now, even though Pittsburgh, they didn't draft a quarterback, but even now I'm like, I don't know, because if I'm on the Steelers, and we've heard Cam Hayward say, like, hey, if you want to come here, we're not going to recruit you. We're not going to do any of that.
Right.
If I'm on the Steelers right now, I'm like, dude, you're kind of making it seem like we're not good enough for you. I don't know.
They're definitely good enough.
Yeah. I mean, you got DK Metcalf and George Pickens, 2 wide receivers. I mean, that might be the best. I don't know. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams last year was a pretty damn good combo, but that's a pretty damn good combo he's throwing to.
Yeah, throw in Freiermuth. That's a nice receiving group there. Jalen Warren is a pretty handy running back.
Mm-hmm.
And the Steelers, they have a good defense.
Yeah.
They have a great coach.
Who they drafted Caleb Johnson from Iowa yesterday. The running back. He's a stud. Look at this Gronk lid.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Who's your greatest tight end of all time?
It's close. It's really close.
Kellen Winslow Sr.? Mizzou guy?
Collins Winslow Sr. has a special place
He's
in
up
my
there.
heart, even though I never really watched him play. I think I have to go Kelsey, but I can see the case for Gronk. Kelsey and Gronk are, like, if you're talking just pure physical ability, I think Gronk has the edge. Kelsey probably was more consistent and more durable.
Yeah. Very nice. Josh says, what's in the practice squad? I got you, Josh. Let me get there really fast. Antonio Gates, yeah. Chris Stoddard said, speed flexes equal Christmas in months that aren't December. Just trust me on this one. I got you, Chris. What's going on? Here's the Jim Brown. Or excuse me, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Sorry, we had Jim Brown last night. I just saw the Browns helmet. I'm like, Jim Brown speed flex. There's the Baker.
Is that a Bucks rip too?
Yeah.
So double NFL rip in the 1 and 4 is a thing.
Good thing about the 1 and 4, guys, if you want that Baker and you want the Rodgers and the Brady, you don't have to worry about divisions, right? You don't have to worry about, I got to get the NFC North. I got to get the AFC East. The 1 and 4 is just football, basketball, baseball, and everything else. So you get that football spot, anything that's football related, it's yours. And, of course, the 1 and 4 spot in the name. So I got you, Josh. Let's go to that practice squad for Josh really fast. I'll get to the vault and all that. Practice squad, actually, Josh, is pretty damn loaded right now. We made this live late last night. We only did 2 boxes. I believe we pulled a Trayvon Diggs jersey and another one from the and more section. But no headliners were pulled last night, so every headliner is available in this practice squad. I love this Dan Marino Flash mini helmet. Got the Dak Prescott jersey. Amon-Ra St. Brown, J.J. Watt, Barry Sanders, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor, O.J. Simpson. Look at that inscription on that O.J. What is that on there? Buffalo has the juice. All right. That's what it says on there. Mike Evans and Michael Irvin. There you go. Pair of wide receivers. Secondary headliners, Jarrett Verse, Zay Flowers, and Jalen Carter. So that practice squad, it's loaded, Mr. Stone. Double up with the Troy Polamalu, the Ray Lewis. There you go. Amon-Ra St. Brown and Barry Sanders. Lawrence Taylor, Michael Irvin. Not a bad combo right there. Michael Irvin and Dak. Lawrence Taylor and Dak. I haven't, I've been busy, so I recorded the second and third round. I'm a weirdo, so even I'm going to watch that draft. I'm still like halfway through the first round watching it, but I'm going to watch the second and third round after tonight, so I have no clue. Like the Cowboys, I know they drafted the edge rusher from Boston College. They got to get Dak some help.
Yeah?
I know they got him a guard, but Jalen Tolbert, wide receiver too. I love CeeDee Lamb, but come on, give him some help, Dak Prescott. Jerry, what are we doing?
Maybe they're going to bring back Amari in free agency. I don't think Amari's signed with anything.
No, I don't think. I think you're right. So I think he's still available. I mean, wouldn't be? He's better than Tolbert, right?
He's got to be. Yeah, he's definitely better.
Is Brandon Cook still on the Cowboys? Man,
I don't know.
Brandon Cook's been in the league for 50 years and is only 32 or something. Here is the Diamonds, the best bang for your buck in the break room, guys. Authentics or better in every single box. And one of the reasons why I love the Diamonds, too, is because obviously the headliners, guys, huge names for the headliners. But even in the and more section, you'll see Hall of Famers, All-Pros, Pro Bowlers. No, I guess I could make this joke since he's fallen in the draft. No Shedeur Sanders in the Diamond. I'm sorry, Shedeur. He might be great. You never know.
Apparently, there was a college baseball game last night where, randomly the announcer was like, you know what else hasn't happened tonight? Shedeur Sanders. And it was just totally unrelated. Colorado wasn't even playing in the game. It was 2 random Southeastern teams.
I'm in a dynasty football league, and
Brandon Cooks is back on the Saints actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, he's home. I'm in a dynasty football league, and the draft is supposed to start after the draft. And my buddy, who's the commissioner, said the draft does not start until Shedeur gets drafted. So it might be a while. Diamonds. Aaron Donald, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Allen. The St. Brown and Josh Allen are both speed flexes. We have George Kittle, Lawrence Taylor, A.J. Brown, and Baker Mayfield. We have Tim Brown, Eddie George, Warren Sapp, and Warren Moon. Secondary headliners in the pick 6 Diamonds. Look at that St. Brown. That's a sick helmet. Stripped with the slate and the 2024 alternates. Check this out. We got the video. That is nice looking. That is nice. The Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, I know a lot of people, they love that wide receiver series on Netflix. I'm terrible. I'm so behind on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't watched it yet. But you see the clips on social media. And his dad, Amon-Ra St. Brown, was like, don't drink water. Don't drink Gatorade when you're fatigued or tired. Just drink Coca-Cola. I trust him. So I've been doing it for all these years. Looked like he was in good shape, too, with the Pops. So I'm like, I believe him.
Hey, that receiver series was really good. Kittle and Debo were important gets for the entertainment value of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams had some interesting comments.
My boy.
Playing with Jimmy Garoppolo. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good series. I enjoy those behind-the-scenes series.
I got you, Derek. Every headliner is available. We only did 2 boxes last night in this read option practice squad series, and we pulled 2 from the and more section. So every headliner in this practice squad is available. And just like Mr. Stone said, 4 to go in the single, and every headliner still out there. I love the Flash Dolphins, Dan Marino.
Dolphins have a phenomenal color scheme, and all their memorabilia is
you can't find me. It's
great.
The Chargers, the Dolphins. You can't find me a bad looking piece of memorabilia for either one of those teams. I'm sure there's more teams. I can't, it's early. Can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Here is the vault, guys. This is loaded as well. I mean, every series we have in the room right now is absolutely loaded. When people wake up, this room's going to be hot. Michael Irvin, Brett Favre, Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley. We have a Marshall Speed Flex. We got a Baker Mayfield Speed Flex. Antonio Gates, Eric Dickerson, Peyton Manning Speed Flex, Troy Polamalu Speed Flex, and a Randy Moss out there in the vault. Secondary headliner, Sam Laporta, Deshaun Jackson, and Zay Flowers. Let's see, we got Peyton Manning, first overall pick. It's draft weekend. Baker Mayfield, first overall pick. It's draft weekend. Troy Polamalu was a first-round pick. Marshall Faulk was a first-round pick. Those speed flexes in that series. So there you go. That vault loaded. And we have 4 vault keys still out there. The $300 one, the $200 one still out there. Go and get you some money and a full-size helmet.
Brett Favre on the Vikings.
I don't like it.
Rare to see that in the break.
Not a fan.
I've seen Favre Packers obviously, and I've seen Favre Jets, but I haven't seen Favre Vikings.
I hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't like it.
I'm honest to the customers. They know that. They're like, that's why they like me. Like, Dom, you're honest. I don't like the Favre on the Vikings lid. Yuck. Here's the jerseys. Can't miss. Dick Butkus, the original monster of the Midway. Baker Mayfield, Marshall Faulk, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, Steve Young. And then we have Eric Dickerson and Champ Bailey, secondary headliner. You know, series is loaded when Champ Bailey is a secondary headliner. People forget Champ Bailey was Travis Hunter before Travis Hunter was cool. He was doing on both sides of the football at Georgia.
Champ Bailey. Charles Woodson was also a two-way player before converting to corner. So we'll see.
I got you, Josh.
We'll see what Travis Hunter ends up doing. I think the plan was originally that he was going to play corner full-time, but it looks like he's going to play receiver full-time.
I mean, they traded a lot to move up to get him.
Yeah.
A first-round pick next year and obviously some capital this year as well. I think so. I think you're right. I think they're going to use him both sides a lot. Josh, I'll do the Chase wheel spin after the rundown really fast. I got you, my man. Good question. I actually forgot, so you're mine, Josh. Black and blue, Authentics with slight imperfections, but they still look great for display. You know, sometimes we do this black and blue, and I scratch my head like, what is wrong with this helmet? It's like, is this in here by mistake? We have Alvin Kamara. We got Gronk, Josh Allen, Brett Favre, Myles Garrett, Barry Sanders, Devontae Smith, Joe Namath, Joe Burrow, Eric Dickerson, and secondary headliners, Marcus Allen and Michael Vick. And then the minis, which is an automatic double box break, guys, with one spot in the minis. You could take them 2 for $50. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Hines Ward. There's a double-up opportunity right there. Hines Ward and Ray Lewis, all the battles that they had. The Ravens and the Steelers. Robert Mathis, former Colt. And then we got Chad Johnson and Kyron Williams still out there in the minis. So that is what we have here in the break room. I would attack that break page, guys. This is absolutely loaded right now. Best of the rest, guys. And get your entries at the end of the series. Tom Brady Speedflex. Look at that blue visor. Beautiful. All righty. Let's go to that wheel. Chase wheel spin time. I know Derek and Josh want the practice squad for the chase, so hopefully the wheel is kind enough for that. So we have the 1 and 4, the black and blue, the diamonds, the practice squad, the minis, the jerseys, the best of the rest. Looks like everything. I think we got it all. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's spin that wheel. There you go. It's going to be that brand new series. Best
of the rest.
Of the rest.
And it's a loaded series, too.
That's right. Chimmate, this series, every box, every headliner, still available. You have a chance to win, obviously, some awesome helmet speed flexes, some money back at the end of the series, which is always nice. And at the end of the series, you can win yourself a Tom Brady speed flex if you have one or more of those entries, right? So write this on the board right here. Best of the rest. All righty. That is what the Chase wheel spin is for this morning, guys. So let's attack that. And that is 7 spots to go in the quad, 6 spots to go in the double. And the single is open. So that's definitely going to happen during this show. The wheel always hates me. No, Josh, well, you know what? Maybe the randomizer will be your friend today. Same with you. I mean, that's what you really need to be your friend, right? The randomizer?
Yeah, it depends if you want a particular item.
That's right.
That's what you would want.
Let's roll the dice, guys. 6 or higher. There we go. We'll take a 7. All righty. So put that on the screen for you guys. All righty. So what are you feeling? What do you want to do? We are... Where's that practice squad? Josh said we are close.
4 to go.
4 to go on that practice squad. So that's probably...
5 to go. 5 to go.
5 to go on that practice squad.
5 to go on the practice squad. 4 to go on the black and blue single.
So what do you got? Ooh, there we go. So black and blue practice squad. Oh, yeah, that black and blue. Show that off right now, guys. They got the Brett Favre on the right team in this black and blue series. I love these Rave helmets.
Yeah. Really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
The yellow ink just pops on there. Alvin Kamara, Gronk, Josh Allen. The two, I like how they got Josh Allen next to Brett Favre, the two gunslingers. Man, Myles Garrett. Look at that lid. I've never seen a Browns helmet like that. Got the chrome face mask. That's sharp. Damn. Myles Garrett, he's probably a happy man. He's got some help coming along his way on the defensive line. Mason Graham.
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm allergic to pass rushers, I guess. Joe Montana. Excuse me, Joe Montana has been pulled. I'm sorry, guys. Barry Sanders. Devontae Smith with the Heisman inscription. Very nice. Joe Namath on the Jets flash. Joe Burrow. I love these the white Bengal lids.
White Bengals lids. Bengals are another team with the great color scheme.
What is that? That has an inscription. I'm trying to see what that. Is that a Joe Cool inscription, I think? Yeah, it's got a Joe Cool inscription.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I mean, Joe Burrow, don't get me wrong, I still believe Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. But, like, with the kids these days, like, you know, they love everyone who's hip. Joe Burrow, one of the most popular players. He might be the most popular quarterback in the NFL. He's cool, right? Joe Cool. It's not just a nickname. You know, he's got the bleached hair,
He's got the swagger.
the swag, the runway model outfits. He was a runway model in the offseason. He was doing some modeling a little bit. He had the shirt that was like ripped in the back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Who wears that? I'm like thinking to myself, like, why would you wear that?
Only Joe Burrow can pull that stuff
Only
off.
Joe Burrow can pull that off. I was was gonna wear that during the show today, but they're like, you don't look as good as Joe B.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Who else we have in there? Eric Dickerson on the Rave helmet. Look at that Rams Rave. There you go. Josh has practice squad 3 to go now. There you go. Thank you, guys. That's going to happen. Maybe we see Dan Marino early this morning. You know me, I love seeing Dan Marino here at the break room. Josh and Derek, who you chasing in that practice squad? I mean, that series is still loaded where you guys can be like, well, I'll take anything at this point. But if there's anything specific that you're looking for in that practice squad, what are you feeling? A lot of great options. Josh and Derek, who's your teams, by the way? Glad to have you guys here this morning. Who else is out there? We got 26 people watching right now. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what we are here for. There's no such thing as stupid questions. I know sometimes when you're new to a channel or a break room, you don't want to ask a question because you don't want to come off as the new person, right? Y'all missed a hell of a game last night. Got home at 12:45 Eastern time. They ain't dead yet. I'll be back in the Rock tomorrow afternoon for Game 4. Playoff hockey in overtime. Nothing like it. There you go, Bob. The Devils, they're not dead yet. Josh is a Raider fan. There you go, Josh. I mean, we got Raiders all over the break. I mean, even if you don't see Raiders on the headliner board, I mean, the Diamonds, for a fact, I can tell you. I mean, Tim Brown right there in the Diamond secondary headliner. Howie Long is a guy who chills in the Ann Moore section in the Diamonds. Where do we have some Raiders at? The Raiders. What do you think about the draft yesterday for the Raiders? Or this weekend, I should say, for the Raiders, Josh? Ashton Genty. I think if you looked at anyone's big board, the number one player on offense, Ashton Genty, if if you'd like to get Todd McShay, Daniel Jeremiah, their big boards.
Yeah.
Unless count Travis Hunter as a wide receiver. Lions, Jerry Rice, any former Michigan alumni? Well, there you go. Well, we got Lions, we have Jerry Rice, and we had a Michigan alumni.
I mean, the all-time Michigan alumni, right? Tom Brady. Brady's in the 1-4 and the prize for the best of the rest.
I thought you were going to say Chad Henne.
Oh. Well, I don't think Chad Henne is in the break room at the moment.
No Chad Henne. Any Alabama combo lids? Good question, Michael. Oh, because we do have a lot of ripped helmets in the room right now. I don't see Alabama. We do have a Devontae.
That Devontae Smith has the Heisman inscription.
It does have the Heisman inscription in the. It's not ripped, but Devontae Smith. It's I'm guessing this is a lunar Alabama helmet. There it is. Obviously, the 2020 Heisman. We got the last two Heisman wide receivers in the room. Devontae Smith and Tim Brown, who's in the Diamonds. There you go.
Very cool.
I did not see that one, Chris. That's a pretty good one. Chris said, if Shedeur has to go back to college, what number will he wear?
Yeah, that's a legitimate question.
I didn't see that one. It was good. There you go. Josh says, I like everything we have done in the draft so far. There you go. Usually it's either you like everything or you hate everything your team does in the draft. There's no like, I think we did okay. It's like, oh, we killed it. A+. I'm talking about Bears fans every year. Or it's like, oh, that guy stinks. Oh, what are they doing? Fire this guy, fire that guy. I know I didn't see Canyon yesterday, but I did see Canyon on Thursday after they drafted the defensive lineman over Shedeur Sanders. Said, no quarterback again. Fire Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
This draft stinks. So, you're either 50-50. You love it or hate it. There's no in between.
Surely a rational, level-headed take to fire a coach who has never finished under 500 in a season, right?
I love Canyon. Every Saturday, we used to get that comment, or fire Mike Tomlin. Canyon's a good dude. Not a fan of Mike Tomlin, though. Shedeur Sanders. Oh, my. Shedeur Sanders. Oh. Baby Prime. Come on. You guys got to be nice to Baby Prime. He might be working here if he doesn't get drafted. You never know. We'll hire Dion. If Shedeur needs a job, we got him. All right? I'll be out of town next weekend, so I need my 9 a.m. coverage. So if Shedeur Sanders is out there, he's not doing anything. You and Shedeur could be working together next week.
Yeah?
That'd be cool, right?
That'd be phenomenal. It'd just be an interview of Shedeur. I don't even know if we'd do some breaks, but I don't even know if it'd just be a 2-hour interview of Shedeur Sanders. What happened?
His ability has been overrated. His interviews have not gone well. Yeah. And no team wants to deal with Dion. Yeah, I mean, I'm an eye test guy. So I watched him at Colorado. I thought he looked good. But I get the interviews. I mean, I understand like teams not want him because, the Dion factor. We talked about it earlier for the show. If you're a coach and you're drafting Shedeur and you lose a game, then you got to worry about everyone wants you fired because they want to hire Dion.
I think the circus surrounding Shedeur is definitely a concern. But also, I don't believe that his ability is overrated.
No, I think
he
he's
was
a good
graded
player.
he was graded by pretty much everybody as a first-round quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to compare it to other classes, sure. Like if he was coming out in the draft last year, yeah, maybe he would have been the 4th or 5th quarterback on the board. But I don't know that his ability is like overrated or something. Like even a second round, like even if he went in the second round, like I don't know that he doesn't have the tools.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the circus around him.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And like someone mentioned in the chat, right? Like what number would he wear if he went back to Colorado? Like Colorado retiring his number.
Yep.
That's a little too much. Like Colorado played a bunch of his songs during the breaks.
Perfect
it was
timing.
A lot of promotion of Shedeur Sanders. So like, I understand all that.
Perfect
but also,
timing.
like, we're drafting Dylan Gabriel ahead of him.
Lefty.
The Steelers are going to roll with Mason Rudolph as their starting like, what are we doing here? Like, is this really what we're doing here? I don't know that the talent is that much worse than like the Steelers. Bradley Williams is saying it, right? Like he was hoping the Steelers took a chance on him. Like, really, Mason Rudolph? The Steelers haven't seen enough of Mason Rudolph that they want to try him out again? Like, come on now.
Sanders, welcome to the Jets. Always dysfunctional anyways.
The Jets are rolling with Justin Fields, right? They gave Justin
Yeah,
Fields a
Fields,
pretty big deal.
Drafted a tackle, Mizzou.
Yeah.
Membo.
Membo.
7th pick in the draft. Again, I have not paid attention to what they did in day 2 yesterday. So hopefully they didn't draft a running back because I was talking about my dynasty earlier at Brees Hall. So hopefully they didn't draft any running back or wide receivers. I got a lot of Jets. I got Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, and I had Aaron Rodgers. This is a dynasty league that's been going on for 10 years.
Okay.
So Aaron Rodgers has been on my team for 10 years. I'm the only guy in the league who has someone on their team in the 2005 draft class.
Okay.
Proud of myself for that. Yeah. So drafting Dylan was nasty work. That was diabolical. That was. Oh. Let's see what our closest break is. Hey,
3 in the practice squad.
there we go.
3 to go in the practice squad. Still 4 to go in that black and blue.
That double in the best of the rest,
But
guys.
5 to go in that
Yeah.
double in the best of the rest.
I'm going to drop that link. I'll drop the link for the practice squad and the other close breaks, guys, as well. Hey, the 1 and 4, 3 spots ago, that is a break. It's a 4-spot break that could close out at any time. All it takes is someone coming in this chat chin and be like, hey, is it Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Gronk, and Baker Mayfield? Speedflex is still available. On top of that, throw in the Derek Jeter bat, the Stone Cold Steve Austin vest. What? You got the rifle. I just want to, play with that rifle, right? I
want to know how the packaging was on that rifle.
I think I saw. Oh, I think it's that
Oh yeah, I see it.
I think it's that.
Okay.
I'm guessing there's like a.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a target on
That's
there.
right. Yeah. If it's not that, then I don't know what the heck that is.
2 to go in that practice squad single.
Drop that link. My
And,
first show when I was training here, we were doing the 1 and 4, and we pulled a Chuck Norris revolver. Yeah, revolver. And I was like, what the hell? Do I owe someone money? Am I gonna get am I about to get killed? But yeah, that's the crazy stuff that we have in the one. I love the 1 and 4. So those links are in the chat, guys. Oops, sorry. So I'm guessing a practice squad first, possibly, and then maybe a black and blue, and then best of the rest. I mean, the room is so damn loaded right now. Where plenty of options to start. I want to check out that Brett Favre Speedflex and the best of the rest because I've never seen a Brett Favre Speedflex like this. And any chance that we get to talk about the Packers, we'll just.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They can't be like, oh,
we won't pass up on that opportunity.
They can't be like, oh, Dom and Chinmay talking about the Packers again. Like, no, we have it in the break. We have it in the break.
I will say, when you first pulled that up and started showing it off, it looks like a 49ers lid.
Uh-huh.
But then you see, obviously, the logo and the,
I need to refresh. Oh, did something fill out? Or sell out, excuse me?
No, I don't think.
1 to go?
I don't think so. Yeah, 1 to go in the practice squad.
Don't know why I needed to refresh my page. But all right, best of the rest. There's the Brett Favre Speed Flex. This is awesome. Look at this. Show off the logos on the back, the decals.
There was also a mini personal that came through.
Okay.
So Lloyd Winkler, if you're out there,
Lloyd,
let us know, and we can do the mini personal at some point.
We can knock that out right now really fast while we wait for them to close out that practice
1 to go
squad.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's up to you. 1 to go, I feel like we'll move pretty quickly.
Let's give it 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
We'll do 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. If not, we can knock that out really fast. And if that closes out while we do it. Oh, thank you, Will. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, that practice squad's loaded, my man. Loaded.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm looking at the board right now. I'm trying to see. I was looking for some Cowboys. I saw the Dak Prescott jersey. I was like, where's there a Cowboy for William in
It
that?
says practice squad is full, but I'm only seeing 7. Jeez, let's see. Well, that's no.
Try
help.
the drop. Robbie taught me this yesterday. Go back to that. I didn't know this. How Robbie showed me. Go to Dropify at the corner, and then home office.
There we go.
There you go. I didn't know that. Robbie showed me that yesterday.
Ah, okay.
So shout out to Robbie. Probably I don't know if he's up right now. If Robbie's up right now, then get some sleep, Robbie. But thank you, Robbie. Shout out to Robbie and Ricky. Yeah. Last night, the After Dark show. I mean, wow. I was here.
One order here must have just slipped through. Yep.
Yeah. I was here last night. Obviously after our show, putting the boxes away, and I had their show on the background. And those guys always crack me up, always put on a good show. So that practice squad did close. Good call. So we'll do the practice squad. And then if that black and blue is not closed, then we will do that mini personal for Lloyd. Good call, Jimmy. You were right. See, this is why they stick me with the smart producers. They can't give me the bad producers. They got to give me the good producers.
Let's me.
So I'll get that message ready in the chat, guys. Drop me a box number after my message, and only if you're in that break.
What in the world? Okay.
All good?
Yeah, that screwed up the page. Or I didn't screw up the page. I
gotta go
back to the
yeah, I got
original page. Yeah.
So drop me a box number for practice squad number 1. It is our first single of our read option. We did a double last night. This will be our first single. Let's start off the show with a headliner. Let's see. Can it be the Juice? We'll see. I'm trying to see what that says on there. It's a pretty long inscription. And my eyes are not that good. Anyone in the chat know? I know the last sentence says Buffalo has the juice. Does anyone in the chat does that know what the middle between O.J. Simpson, his signature, and Buffalo has the juice? It looks like Miami something. I don't know. We'll see. Josh has box 7. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, buddy. I know Josh is in there. There's Michael Convey, Michael McNamara, Derek Kissinger, Josh Stone, George, Alexander, William, and Matthew. Thank you, guys. We'll take box 7 off the ticker. 1 through 6. All righty. You guys see it on the screen? 7 times in the randomizer. Let's put it up here. I don't think it says that. Oh, boy. All right, 7 times. Woo! Final click. And there it is, guys. So I'll copy and paste. Take you to your divisions for our read option practice squad. Our first break today, guys. Shout out to you. Well, I shouldn't say today, actually, because I keep forgetting the midnight show's technically today. Good luck, everyone. I second that. Michael McNamara, you have the NFC North. Derek, you have the NFC South. Matthew House, you have the NFC East. Josh Stone, you have the NFC West. William, you have the AFC North. George, you have the AFC South. Alexander, you have the AFC East. And Michael Convey, you have the AFC West. Good luck to everybody. Practice squad, 28 boxes. Every headliner still available. Dan Marino, O.J. Simpson, Barry Sanders, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Dak Prescott. All of them. All the photo headliners. So this will be our first break. Good luck to everybody. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Read option. Here we go.
Yeah, that target box is that is the rifle.
There you go. I believe we have a slab card, possibly. It's the lefty. All that Dylan Gabriel talk. How about Mark Brunell? There you go.
Okay.
AFC South is on the Jags, of course. There you go. Mark Brunell, George Williamson, former Pro Bowl quarterback. Nice hit on the Panini, the Phoenix Panini.
Great hit.
Mm-hmm. Mark Brunell. There you go, George. Very nice. So, Mark Brunell from the Add More section, of course. So that means the ratios for the headliners in that practice squad did just get better for you guys. So, very nice hit for George. Mark Brunell started his career with the Packers. One of the coolest items I pulled in the break room. Mark Brunell jersey on the Packers.
All right.
Uh-huh. Very, very nice. One of the reasons why Brett Favre, he had the Iron Man streak. Brett Favre, who's in the vault, who's in the best of the rest. One of the reasons why he had the Iron Man streak was because he said how he got his job as a starter. Don Mikowski got hurt, and he came in and replaced him. And he never wanted that to happen to him. And, Packers training, I'm not saying Mark Brunell is not better than Brett Favre, and let's not get crazy. But when you're in training camp and you see your backup, and you're like, man, this guy's pretty good. And you have a guy like Kurt Warner as well. He, spent the training camp with the Packers as well. You're like, man, these guys are... Matt Hasselbeck was a backup who was pretty good.
Yeah.
You're like, man, these guys are...
Not bad.
Not bad. I better not miss a start. So there you go. Very, very nice. Write this out for you. Mark Brunell. I believe... I don't know if he's still there, but quarterbacks coach for the Lions, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Quarterbacks coach for the Lions.
Nice.
He's done some great things with Jared Goff.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see what the Lions... Have the Lions named new OC?
They had to, right? I mean,
Yeah, John Morton.
Was that
John Morton. He was the Broncos pass game coordinator.
Okay.
Interesting. Surprised they did not promote within. He was on the Lions staff in 22, though. Okay. so
Okay.
familiar with him. Yeah.
Wasn't there a wide receiver named Johnny Morton? Am I making that up? On the Chiefs?
Yeah.
That's not him, right? Is it?
No.
Okay, all right. I was going to say. All righty, guys. So practice squad, Mark Brunell slab. Our first item gone from our 9 a.m. show. So that black and blue, still 3 to go. That best, I got to show off this best of the rest, guys, because this series is absolutely loaded. Every box, every headliner, every entry for Tom Brady still available. Look at that Steve Smith speed flex. Damn. Steve Smith, a name that we don't get too often in the break room. Definitely not too many Steve Smith speed flexes. That lid is awesome. There's the Drew Brees getting the double. Get both of those helmets with one spot. There's A.J. Brown, a second-round pick on the Eagle speed flex. Terrell Davis. Got Puka Nacua. There's Tony Romo, Eastern Illinois. Shannon Sharp, Brett Favre. Look at that Chad Johnson lid. Bengal fans, where you at? Where's Tripod Reese? Got the Rob Gronkowski on the Buccaneers Chrome. There's George Kittle on the Niners Flex. Kurt Warner, pair that up with the 49er Flex. Amon-Ra St. Brown, another pairing in the NFC West. Joe Montana. There's James Harrison on the camo. And guys, don't forget, 10 boxes in this series. We'll have an entry into a Tom Brady top spot drawing. There's the Chad Johnson. He says all you need is McDonald's. That's all you need for a pregame meal. McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good enough for me. I love McDonald's.
McDonald's is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's fries have still... So I don't know what they're doing. They have perfected the fast food fry game.
So I'm obsessed with interviews that involve eating. You know, like Hot Ones, that show, like where they eat the hot wings?
yeah.
And there's another one called Last Meal, and where they interview celebrities and they just
Yeah,
get their
I've
last...
seen that too.
So McDonald's fries, like if I was ever on that show, McDonald's fries,
Automatic.
just the fries would be one of the items I pick.
Automatic.
Yeah, love those. There you go. Chad Johnson. George is not a card collector, so if anyone is interested in the Mark Brunell slab, hit up George, GWill77 at AOL.com. There's the Gronk. Shout out to George, keeping AOL strong. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was an AOL guy back in the day, so hell yeah, George. Keep it up. Look at that Gronk, the chrome. What's your favorite chrome color?
I think it's the purple. I think there was either a Ravens or a Vikings helmet that was chrome, that purple.
For our sake, we'll say Ravens.
I think it was a Ravens one though. It might have been Derrick Henry. It was either Derrick Henry or Ray Lewis. It was one of those two. But yeah, it was really nice. The purple's really nice. I think I want to say there was a green one as well that I've seen.
The green, yeah. I love the green ones are really nice. You can't go wrong, right? It's like you're going to a 5-star restaurant.
Oh, it was a Tyreek. It was like a green and orange mix.
Tyreek.
Tyreek helmet.
Two-tone? At the bottom. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Those are nice. There's the Rob Gronkowski guys on the Bucks. I mean, this series is loaded. Who's our secondary headliners? Warren Moon, Nico Collins, Hines Ward, Zach Thomas, Antonio Gates, James Cook.
Warren Moon, who gave Cam Ward the jersey.
Yeah.
For the Titans.
Number one
pick, yeah.
Uh-huh. He kind of teased that the Titans might be getting new uniforms in the future and maybe not using the Oilers as a throwback anymore. I was listening to his interview and he said, they're gonna get some new uniforms pretty soon, so they're not gonna be using the Oilers too often. So I'm like, all right. Which credit to Warren Moon, that's an awesome, awesome thing to do. But it's not a Tennessee tight. I know it's the same team. Like,
sure,
honestly, if the break,
franchise,
I know if we pull a Houston Oiler in the break room, it's an AFC South to Titan hit.
Yeah.
What? It's like, it's not Tennessee Titan number one legend, Warren Moon. It's Houston Oiler. So I guess, I mean, credit to Warren Moon.
They should only use the Oiler throwbacks when they're playing the Texans.
But that's
the ultimate troll.
They should play for the uniforms.
Oh.
You know, like college football, the rivalries, they have the trophies. What's the Illinois plays for the Turtle they have the Turtle Trophy at the I forgot what team that they play.
Is that Illinois?
Is it Illinois? Am I getting my Turtles all mixed up?
I want to say Maryland plays for a Turtle Trophy.
That'll make sense. They are the Terps. But you know how like college, like the rivalries.
No, you're right. Illinois plays Ohio State for the little wooden turtle.
Yes. So they should do that every year for the Oilers uniforms. Just play for the winner of the series.
The turtle is named. It's so funny. Like college football has all these great rivalries. The creativity leaves something to be desired. The turtle is called Eli Buck.
Eli Buck?
Yeah, like Illini and Buckeyes, like, mixed.
Wow. I'm guessing that name is like 100 years old, and the person who made that name up was like, I did something. When
do you think was the last time Illinois won a game in this rivalry?
Juice Williams, the Juice Williams team?
2007.
There you go.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
They actually haven't played since 2017.
Oh, yeah, with the realignment now, with the divisions and the conferences. Well, it's probably good for Illinois that they don't play. Illinois is probably like, we like this.
They were scheduled to play in 2020, but canceled due to COVID in the Ohio State program.
Oh, man. I didn't know we'll have a Juice Williams reference. Rashard Mendenhall was on that squad.
Yeah.
Oh, Rose Bowl. They got killed by USC in that Rose Bowl. So 5 to go on a mini, guys. Mini's an automatic double box break. One spot, you could take home 2 mini helmets. Here's the black and blue series, guys. 3 to go. Alvin Kamara, Rob Gronkowski, Josh Allen, Brett Favre, Myles Garrett, Barry Sanders, Devontae Smith, Joe Namath, Joe Burrow, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, and Michael Vick still out there. These are authentic helmets, guys, with slight imperfections. And I mean slight imperfections, guys. A lot of times we look at these helmets and we're like, we can't find what's wrong with them. They all look great.
Yeah, the last time we had this series, there was a Frank Gore bedazzled helmet that Ricky pulled, and we were trying to find like what was wrong with it. And our best guess was that only half of it was bedazzled. Like only half the helmet was bedazzled and the other half was regular. So yeah, it might just be something like, it could even be something like that. It's considered like the imperfections. So you never know with these.
No, sir. No, sir. You got that Brett Favre Rave helmet. On the right team, I will show this off, though, because that vault is still loaded. I'm only showing off because the other headliners, not that helmet, just totally ignore the Brett Favre Rave Vikings. There's the Michael Irvin on the Rave Cowboys. Got Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley. There's the Marshall Faulk Speedflex on the Colts. There you go. The team that drafted him.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield on the slate, Tampa Bay Buccaneers Speedflex. Antonio Gates, Hall of Famer. Eric Dickerson. Both those are reps. Got the Peyton Manning. Look at that Broncos. Man.
Peyton on the Broncos.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't seen as
Look
much.
at this Troy Polamalu.
Whew.
Damn. First round pick out of USC. And then you got Randy Moss. Another first round pick. Let's see this video of the Troy Polamalu. Damn.
That is nice. Salute to service, too.
Yeah. That's badass. Sorry, kids, if you're watching. I know it's the...
Salute to service. Is that a chrome? That's a...
I think just the glossy, like the gloss from the helmet.
Yeah. Interesting. Tough to tell.
That's
but
sharp.
That
does
is
have
nice. Yeah.
Does have the STS on the back. Salute to service. Awesome hit, man. Show off that Kittle, excuse me. Show off the Peyton Manning, the Sheriff, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. 5-time MVP, Peyton Manning?
I think 5-time.
That's crazy. Yeah, because Rodgers is a 4-time, and Peyton has one more than Rodgers. Yep. 5-time MVP. Is this a hot take? Best regular season quarterback of all time?
Not a hot take at all.
Right? I mean, he's the freaking Sheriff. Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
The best job in the world has to be the Colts offensive coordinator because Peyton Manning calling all the plays. And then, they score a lot of points. So you're like, you don't have to worry about your job. No one's trying to get you fired.
Right.
So, the defensive coordinator who's, with the Colts those years had to worry about his job. So if you're the I don't know who the offensive coordinator for the Colts was at the time, but man, Peyton Manning was doing all the work. That's a sweet lid. And you saw it in Denver, how the offensive coordinator was Adam Gase.
Oh.
Yeah. Look what happened without Peyton Manning when Adam Gase got hired by a couple teams, the Dolphins and the Jets. Sorry, George. If George Williamson is still watching, I'm sorry, George. George's like, come on, don't bring up Adam Gase. I don't want to remember that. Remember the press conference when they were introducing Adam Gase, and he was like,
he was like, people were wondering like what he did before showing up to the press conference. He was all over the place.
It's like he had his eyes were all big, and he was just like looking all over.
He was all
like,
kinds of squirmish at that. Like, yeah, he had no idea what he was doing.
Sometimes you just know it's like, oh, he's not going to be a good coach. It's like, oh, he's not. He's like, oh, he's not going to be.
Maybe he's not cut out for this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's not going to be a good coach. Oh man, Adam Gase, man. We're getting all the references in here. We got 20 people watching right now, guys. If you have any questions, please let us know. That's what we're here for. If you guys are new to the UA channel and you know how, you don't know how break rooms work. I know sometimes, you don't want to be that person in the chat to ask a question like, hey, what is this? Well, guys, I'd rather have you ask that question than you get in the break room. Let's say you get a spot into something and we do that break and you don't win. And you're like, I paid for this. Where's my helmet?
Right.
Right? So, guys, if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask. There are
and you wouldn't be the first person to ask that question.
Honestly, we get that. We want you to ask that question if you don't know. We'll rather have you ask the question than you get in the break. We get that question 10 times a day. So you're good there. And even if you know how break rooms work and, you're like, I'm good, I'm set, I know how this works, but you don't see your team anywhere, say, hey, man, I'm new to the UA break room. I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Bronco fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. You got anything for me? Tell you if you're a Packer fan, 1-4, black and blue. I mean, best of the rest, Packer fans. I mean, there's no excuse not to be playing right now. We got Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers in the break room. So me and Chime, we're a little jealous that we can't play right now, actually. If you're a Cowboy fan, we got Cowboys in the break room. Look at Michael Irvin in the
Cowboys
vault.
all over
Tony
the place.
Romo in the best of the rest. Dak Prescott in the practice squad. Patriot fans, you like Tom Brady? Yeah, 1-4. Patriot fans, you like Tom Brady and Gronk? I never met a Patriot fan who doesn't like those guys. Like, oh, that Brady, he stunk. We should have stuck with Bledsoe. We should have stuck with Castle after 08 when Brady went down. Brady and Gronk guys in the 1 and 4. You get Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Gronk, and Baker Mayfield in the same break. And I know you're like, Dom, what's the chances that actually happens? We've seen it before in the break room. You get in a quad, you get 4 helmets. It's happened before, and you don't have to worry about division. That's why I love that 1 and 4. You know, if you wanted a Baker Mayfield and a Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and a Gronk helmets and a quad and the diamonds and the best of the rest and the black and blue, then you have to get multiple spots because you have to get multiple divisions.
Right.
One of the reasons why I love the 1 and 4, all it takes is one spot to win all 4 of those helmets. You get the football spot. You're like the commissioner of the league. You get the football spot. So, guys, tack that 1 and 4. How about Derek Jeter and Big Papi? You get the biggest rivalry in baseball, Yankees, Red Sox. I mean, obviously, Jeter's the biggest Yankee star of the 21st century. There's no debate about that. Big Papi, the biggest Red Sox star of the 21st century. I mean, he did get that speech. This is our bleeping city. I mean, Big Papi, he's beloved in Boston. I'm trying to think what other Red Sox. Manny, no. Pedro, it's Papi, right?
For most popular Red Sox player
Of the 21st century.
Oh, it's definitely David Ortiz.
Yeah,
that's not even a
Big
question.
Papi, yeah.
That's not even a question.
All time. I mean, probably Ted Williams, but yeah, 21st century,
Yeah.
guys. That's 2000.
Definitely, you know, Manny Ramirez. Definitely, Kevin Youkilis.
Hell yeah, former
is,
White Sox. He had
is
that
a,
cool batting stance.
Yeah, is more of like a cult figure. Pedro Martinez obviously is very popular, but no, it's definitely David Ortiz.
Yeah. Big Papi.
He was there for all 3 World Series championships. So
I think he was on. Yeah, he was. I was gonna say he wasn't on the last one. They won. I forgot they won in 2018. He wasn't, but 2013, I believe.
yeah,
I was a freshman in college when.
he wasn't on the 2018 team, but
And his
he
last
was on the first 3.
and his last year too with the Red Sox, it wasn't like and he announced before the season. I remember he announced he was retiring, and it wasn't like Papi's doing the retirement tour. He's washed up. He hit like 330, 30-something home runs, 120 RBIs.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
no, he
So
had
Papi was
plenty
still
of game
Papi.
left, yeah.
Black and blue, I got you, Michael. I got you, buddy. Black and blue, Michael excuse me. That's the vault I put up. My fault. I'm sorry. Where's that black and blue at? There you go. Alvin Kamara, Rob Gronkowski, Josh Allen, Brett Favre, Myles Garrett, Barry Sanders, Devontae Smith, Joe Namath, Joe Burrow, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, and Michael Vick.
20 boxes left, 12 headliners left. So 60% chance at a headliner in that black and blue, and there is 3 to go in the single for the black and blue.
Now, I know Joe Burrow goes as Joe Cool, and the other Joe Cool is Joe Montana. But the first Joe Cool was Broadway Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Who was cooler, Joe Namath or Joe Burrow?
You could get all the Joes.
All the Joe, yeah. Hey, you see the coaches, they say sometimes it's about the X's and O's, and sometimes it's about the Jimmies and the Joes, right? That's right. So you could be the greatest coach in the world if you don't have the good players.
Yeah.
It don't mean squat. I mean, Joe Namath, man, you know, he had the fur coats. He had the, what was
The iconic shot with the
the
finger,
one in the air,
yeah.
the guarantee, obviously.
It.
He had the trying to phrase this correctly.
I think I know what you're trying to phrase, too.
The photo shoot of him with nylons on, I believe, or it's kind of like a model shot. He was modeling like lingerie or something.
Okay, that is not what I thought you were going to say, but
yes. Where's Bob Olay when you need him? Bob, where you at?
that's a good factoid that
Yes.
we need to figure out.
It was a famous commercial in the 70s where it starts off where like it has like the nylons, you know, like and it's like the legs and like it's like, oh, look at these legs, and then it goes up. It's Joe Namath. It's like, oh, these nylons can make anyone look good. It's one of those commercials, and then it's just Joe Namath there. It was a famous commercial in the 70s. There's Broadway Joe, the original. I know Joe Montana is Joe Cool.
Yeah.
I know Joe Burrow's Joe Cool now, but Joe Namath was the original Joe Cool. Broadway Joe, just another great quarterback from Pennsylvania. There you go. So that black and blue, 20 boxes left. I mean, it's loaded right now. You know, we want to see that Brett Favre rave helmet. I want to see Brett Favre.
We see all the Brett Favres.
Most of
all
them.
the Brett Favres.
Most.
Except for that one that's hanging out with a non-Packers, non-Jets lid.
Well, you know, we're definitely going to see it now. That's what usually happens, that we're going to Beetlejuice it. So definitely going to see some Brett Favre in the break room today. I love that speed flex, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Not often you see a Brett Favre Packers speed flex with red and gold.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Show off the video instead. Let me see. There's the Brett Favre speed flex. Best of the rest. Second round pick, Brett Favre. 33rd pick. I don't know how many teams I had in 1991 or 92 exactly. I don't know. There was no Jaguars. There was no Panthers. There was no Texans. So, only 29 teams, am I guessing? Maybe. We'll see. But Brett Favre, speed flex on the best of the rest. This is awesome. Show off the other flexes. There's the Gronk, second round pick. There's Chad Johnson, always looking good in orange and black. Oregon State and the Bengals.
And he's got the picture. It's got a picture of Chad Johnson, but it's an actual photo. It's not like a like the plastered logo that was on the Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an actual picture.
That's right.
That's been I don't even know how that's been put on there.
The best
That's
of the
amazing.
rest series, TJ. Best of the rest series. Chad Johnson, very likable guy. Every time I see a video of him, he cracks me up. I saw he was in Chicago.
He's an entertainer. Yeah, he was doing he just went to hang out with some people betting.
That's where I was. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on the street and some guys ran into him like, oh, of course, like if you're with your buddies, you see Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, Chad Johnson. What's up, Chad Johnson? And he was very nice, very cool. I mean, some athletes would be like, yeah, how you doing? All right, bye. Get away from me. He was like, oh, what's up, guys? Hanging out with him. He goes, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we're going to go to a casino. He goes, I'm coming with. He's cool. And then there was another fan at a signing that brought him McDonald's. And you know what he told the fan? He goes, I'm taking you to the strip club with me. So Chad Johnson, a man of the people.
Yeah.
Man of the people. Ocho Cinco. There's the Gronk. And TJ, the best of the rest, TJ. Here it is right here, my man. Every box, every headliner available. Every entry for the Tom Brady. 10 entries. Get the Tom Brady Speed Flex if you're the top name in the randomizer. Whenever we do, hopefully today we close this out, Chinmay, but whenever this series is closed out, that's when we'll do the entry for the Tom Brady and whatever the dice roll is at the time. Hopefully, maybe this show. You never know, right? You never know.
Who knows?
It is 10:03. I'll do a top-to-bottom run of what we have of everything in the room. So basically, I already did the best of the rest. So show off this 1 and 4. This 1 and 4 is loaded right now, too. There's the Baker Mayfield, the former first overall pick. The Browns and the Bucks. I bet the Browns wished they never made that trade, right?
Whew.
Woo. Man. Here's the Aaron Rodgers. Was thought to be potentially a first overall pick, but then one of the biggest, not Shedeur Sanders like draft day slide, but one of the most famous draft day slides of all time. Aaron Rodgers fell to the 25th pick. When I went to the Packers Hall of Fame a few years back, they had the draft day card, and I took that picture. I was like, oh, that's history right there. The Aaron Rodgers draft day card. There's the Rodgers on the Jets and the Packers. Good to see him on some Packers again in the break room. How about one of the coolest Gronk helmets we've had in the break room? Look at that visor. Just look at that whole helmet. Got the Gronk spike. Oh, you got him on the Bucks too. Oh, it's the ultimate Gronk helmet. The Patriots and the Bucks. There you go. Very nice. Let's see what else is in this 1 of 4. You got the Shaq and Mutombo ball. You got the Karl Anthony Towns. Jason Tatum, the Golden Finals basketball. The Scott Schwartz and Peter Billingsley rifle. Larry Bird jersey. You got the Burt Reynolds plate. Former Florida State Seminole, Burt Reynolds. You got the Stone Cold Steve Austin vest. What? What else we got? Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, CC Sabathia. Yankee fans, Derek Jeter and CC Sabathia. There you go. Get a couple World Series champions. Little Big Poppy. Then we got the speed flexes, Baker, Brady, Rodgers, and Gronk. The Brady on the throwback Patriot Pat with the blue visor. It's a beautiful lid right there. Get them both. Get all 4 of them. The Vault, halftime. Pull the Kittle, excuse me. There's that Troy Polamalu, one of the greatest safeties of all time. I used to, obviously I love a high-scoring football game. Don't get me wrong. I love a shootout. That Tony Romo, Peyton Manning, Cowboys, Broncos game from a few years back.
Yeah.
Love games like that, but There was something romantic about the Ravens Steelers, the old school games that were like 9-6 or 13-10. The Troy Polamalu defenses against the Ed Reed, Ray Lewis Ravens defenses. Used to love those games. Troy Polamalu.
Phenomenal. Those were phenomenal
Awesome.
games. Yeah.
If there was one player that can stop the tush push, maybe
Yeah.
Troy. I mean, he was
I'd
great.
give Troy a great chance. at
Yeah,
it.
he was great at timing. The snaps.
He might draw a few penalties along the way.
What was
but
the
that's
command?
the price that you play. That's a price that you pay for that.
It was the safety on the Commanders during the NFC Championship. Just kept doing it over and over and over again. I mean, at that point, I don't blame him. He's like, you know what, screw it.
Well, the officials, I think they gave him a warning after the second one.
Yeah, I think what they say, like they're gonna just count as a touchdown or
It's
something.
no, they said I think they gave him like a personal, an unnecessary.
They're gonna eject
like,
them.
yeah,
Oh
I think a
my-
personal conduct warning or
Wow.
something.
Here's the Peyton Manning guys. This is in the vault, halftime vault. That vault is absolutely loaded right now, guys. Look at this, man. Look at that design. That is sharp. The Sheriff. And there's the Michael Irvin on the Rave. Brett Favre on the Rave as well, the Vikings. Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley. Marshall on the Colts. Baker Mayfield on the slate. Tonio Gates, Eric Dickerson, Peyton Manning, Troy Polamalu, and then Randy Moss on the Lunar New England Patriots. Sam Laporta, Deshaun Jackson, and Zay Flowers. I remember last year Bill Belichick was talking about when they traded for Randy Moss. It was very, very late in the night, and they had to get it done before the draft the next day because they were trading a fourth-round pick, and the fourth round was happening. So Bill Belichick called Randy Moss a couple times, and he was like, hey, Randy, it's Bill Belichick. He said, click. Randy Moss hung up on him. Called him again. He said, Randy, it's Coach Belichick. He goes, stop playing with me, man. Stop pranking me this late at night. Hung up again.
No, you're right. It was they were going to award the Eagles a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
So linebacker Frankie Louvu drew the penalty, jumping over the line, because Jonathan Allen was the first one to do it, and then Louvu tried it again, and then they were gonna. Louvu was twice in a row. He jumped over twice in a row, and that's when the officials threatened to give him the score.
Everyone can thank the Packers for doing the Lord's work, all right? You're all welcome for the tush push. Well, I don't know if it's getting banned, but hopefully, I'm just saying the Packers, they said what everyone else was thinking out loud.
Right.
Just saying. But back to Randy Moss when Bill Belichick was, so he called him a third time. He goes, Randy, I'm serious. It's Coach Belichick. We need to get you in here ASAP because if this if we don't get you in here by noon, you don't do the physical and we work your contract, the trade can't go through. You're stuck on the Raiders and we can't, trade you. So he was talking about they flew him in and he talked about he goes the physical. This is how much the physical was. Check this temperature, you're good to go. That was that's all they say. He said we checked this temperature, you passed the physical. You're good to go.
Yeah.
So that was the story of Randy Moss going to the Patriots for a fourth-round pick. Fourth-round pick. Al Davis. I know Al's made some questionable decisions in the draft before and trades before, but Al, and I know Al loves his wide receivers too. So
Loves them.
To trade one of the
Loves
greatest
them.
wide receivers of all time for a fourth-round pick. Oh, the funny part about that story is when Bill Belichick, when they had to get the trade in by noon, and Bill Belichick told Al Davis, I can't do this all by then. And Al Davis told him, well, that's your problem then. And then he's like, oh, figure it out. So the great Al Davis. Let's go back to our top to bottom rundown, guys. Also in the vault, guys, I don't know if I mentioned Sam Laporta, Deshaun Jackson, or Zay Flowers, but we do have the vault keys, A, B, D, and E, $300, $200, $100, and $50 out there. So you can win yourself a full-size helmet and some money back. I know people forget with the vault keys that you also win a full-size helmet along with it. They're so distracted by the money. So, guys, it's kind of like a nice double-up opportunity right there. Here's the practice squad, guys, loaded with headliners. We did 3 boxes, all from the and more section. Dan Marino, the mini helmet on the Flash. I love that lid. Dak Prescott on the navy blue Cowboys. I know, obviously, the Cowboy white jerseys are like the iconic, but I love the navy blue jerseys. Yeah, the Amon-Ra St. Brown, the J.J. Watt, the Barry Sanders on the Oklahoma State. Got Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor. Got the O.J. Simpson, Mike Evans, and Michael Irvin still out there in this practice squad, along with secondary headliners Jarrett Verse, Zay Flowers, and Jalen Carter. It's only $49 a spot in the single, $98 to double up. I mean, you could take home 2 Cowboys for less than $100 in this double, guys. Get the present right now, Dak Prescott, and get the pass, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Michael Irvin. I mean, once a Cowboys legend, always a Cowboys legend. Here are the diamonds, the best bang for your buck in the break room, guys. Authentics or better in every single box. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why we love the diamonds also, because the names in the diamonds, we all love the headliners, but even in the and more section, you're going to find yourself some Hall of Famers, all pros, Pro Bowlers. Headliners left in the Pick 6 diamonds, Aaron Donald, the St. Brown Speedflex, the Josh Allen Speedflex. We got George Kittle, Lawrence Taylor, A.J. Brown, and Baker Mayfield on the creamsicle lid. And all of our authentic helmets, guys, in the diamonds now have visors. So there you go. Nice little incentive right there for the authentics. Tim Brown, Eddie George, Warren Sapp, and Warren Moon, excuse me. I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say a pair of Warrens, and I got ahead of myself there. There you go. Warren Sapp and Warren Moon. Here's the jerseys. Oh, I got you, Steven. Let me do the minis for Steven really fast since he asked. I got you, Steven.
5 to go in that mini break.
Yes, sir. Automatic double box break. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Hines Ward. There's a double up opportunity right there for you in the AFC North. Robert Mathis. Then we got Chad Johnson and Kyron Williams, secondary headliners in the Blitz mini helmet.
Unfortunately,
series.
the Sean Alexander is not that neon Seahawks helmet.
I do love their standard, though. It has that matte, like, navy. I love navy blue. Ever since I was a kid, like, every time I paint my room, it's like some, like, navy blue. And, you know, like, it's never, like, you know, painting colors, they can never just be navy blue. It's always got to have, like, a special cool name. So now I have a, not royal blue, loyal.
Interesting.
Because I'm a loyal guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Loyal blue, which is navy blue. So there you go. Sean Alexander, former MVP. What's up, Rax? There's my guy, Polo. What's going on, Polo? Polo is I could tell Polo's in a good mood. You know why I could tell Polo's in a good mood? I forgot to mention this yesterday. He said, what's up, Chinmay also?
How's it going?
Polo is the biggest Denver Nuggets hater.
Oh, yeah.
So
he was talking about it last week, yeah.
Big Lakers fan, so I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Lakers had a rough loss last night. I thought Bron was going to carry him yesterday, but
Oh, my.
tough loss. They got to get Sunday now. They got to get a win Sunday in Game 4.
You know, not for
Can't
nothing.
go back to L.A. down 3-1.
Not for nothing. We were, you know, busy yesterday. Oh, that's a good problem to have. We were busy yesterday, and obviously it's a busy sports weekend with the draft going on. I forgot the Lakers and T-Wolves played yesterday. I forgot the NBA. I know the Knicks and the Pistons, because I was getting updates from Common. After the show, I was like out of it. I was totally out of it. But I forgot the Lakers and the team. So the Wolves won? I got to check
Wolves won? Yeah.
Wow.
Anthony Edwards had some great plays down the stretch. The Luka slow motion last night. But yeah, they got to get a win. They got to get a win on Sunday. That's, you know, you got to go back to LA 2-2. You got to at least reclaim home court advantage. But tonight, big game for the Warriors. Warriors are playing the Rockets in Game 3, I believe. Jimmy Butler listed as questionable, avoided a major injury, which is good news. Lakers might be in trouble. I agree with that, but Timberwolves, you know, the problem with the problem with the draw getting the Timberwolves is there's very few NBA players that, you know, you look across at your opponent and you're just like, really? We got to play that guy? Anthony Edwards is that guy. Mm-hmm. Really? We got to face him? Of all players?
I think the kids say he's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in it. He was, speaking of, you know, you talked about receiver earlier. Starting 5 was the basketball version of that. Anthony Edwards was in that.
Tatum was in that, right?
Yeah, Tatum was in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bron was in that. But Anthony Edwards was definitely the star of that series.
Ant-Man. He had my favorite line, and I stole it ever since then. Again, earmuffs if you're watching. Bring your ass. I love that. The problem is we don't have any rim protection for down low or for downhill team. I mean,
I agree.
Jackson Hayes The Bronny got a minute in last night. It looks like.
Okay.
What? That's what it said. I'm just, I'm looking at the step. 1 minute for Bronny.
Yeah, I think Lakers just got to lean into the small ball and just play with LeBron and Luka and Rui as their front line. Maybe Dorian Finney-Smith instead of Rui at times, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I mean, no one said it was gonna be an easy series, but
No.
you gotta win Game 4. That's just you gotta win Game 4 and gotta win Game 5. That you can't go into an elimination situation back to Minnesota for Game 6. That's for sure. We'll see what they do Sunday in Game 4.
Lloyd, if you're out there, let us know, my man. We do have a mini personal. If we do get close on that mini, we are getting close on that mini, actually. Let's see. Do we get any orders in that mini? Are we still 5 to go?
Still 5 to go on the mini.
Okay, so we'll give Lloyd some time. If that closes out, we'll do Lloyd's personal before the break since Lloyd bought that personal.
Okay.
Before we sign off for this show, we'll do Lloyd's personal, though, so we don't forget for later.
Sure.
But, yeah, I think that everyone, besides the Thunder and the Grizzlies in that game a couple nights ago, was insane. The Thunder make that comeback. But I think we all knew the Thunder were going to easily get past the Grizzlies. Every other series in the West, I know the Lakers, everyone was picking the Lakers, but nobody was like, they're going to easily beat the Wolves because, like what you just said, Anthony Edwards, he just has that factor where he's a star. He's one of the game's best players, a top 10.
We saw what he did last year.
Exactly. Beat Jokic, who's the best player in the world. They were down, 15 at half? I was doing the show during that game.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the score at halftime, and I go, well, it's over. Because the Nuggets, at the time, the reigning champions, Jokic, who was, did not get MVP that year, was Embiid, but should have, but still the best player. I'm like, well, they don't blow these leads like this.
Yeah, even before that, Ant said going into the series against the Suns that KD was one of the players that he looked up to most forward to look forward to shutting down KD. Mm-hmm. I mean, they swept him, and none of those games were particularly close.
He was doing the DX chomp, like punking the Suns.
It was crazy. And then they went up 2-0 on the Nuggets.
Yes.
Going back to Minnesota, then somehow lost 3 straight. And it was like, what? Like, did the Timberwolves just unravel? Mm-hmm. And then, Game 6 and 7 with Game 7 with the comeback, at least, down 20 at one point, down 15 at the half. Yeah. Anthony Edwards is a real deal for sure.
Mm-hmm. Looked like a good game from Julius Randle last night. Julius Randle traded from the New York Knicks for Karl Anthony Towns, who's in the 1-4.
Huh?
There you go. Cat. They won. Yeah, they won last night, right?
The Knicks won two nights ago, I think.
See, I'm getting all my days confused
Yeah.
now.
Knicks won 2 nights ago.
See, I'm getting my days confused.
Knicks are also playing on Sunday.
But
that was a doozy too. I don't know what the NBA officials have to figure out. They need to issue some sort of statement on. There was Jalen Brunson had like a inbounds pass at the end of that game, and they basically claimed like his momentum carried him over the half court line to prevent like an over and back, but it looked like it was a clear over and backcourt violation, and Pistons would have gotten the ball, chance to tie the game. So. That's officials' big miss late in that one.
Have I told you my opinion on Jalen Brunson?
I don't believe so.
Good player, obviously.
Chicago product.
I like him.
Stevenson legend.
I like him. He plays my least favorite type of basketball where he plays to get fouled. The James Harden type of play.
Yeah, there's a lot of players like that.
Instead of looking to score, he looks to get fouled a lot. And I get it as an undersized guard, but it's like
I'm a big Brunson fan.
I like
him. He's a good player. He broke out as a star with the Knicks. The Mavs messed up that situation tremendously. I think in this series in particular, the foul baiting has been a little excessive. Mm-hmm. Like it's really highlighted in this series.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, James Harden has kind of gone away from it a little bit. Trae Young is another notorious one who
with the rules
gets
too.
They kind of
switch some rules up where they kind of.
It's been a little more muted, but I remember the peak Harden days.
It's like he wasn't even trying to score. He was trying to get fouled, which I get it. Like I understand. It's like, hey, points are points. But
SVP,
I'm a viewer.
SVP did a whole breakdown on Harden. He was like, yeah, the whole point of this is not to actually score. It's to shoot the free throws.
Ugh. 10:21 here in the break room, guys. What are we going to break next? We are 4 to go in that double. See, we're getting there. We're getting there in that best of the rest, guys. I love this graphic. I know it's the graphic for the NFL draft, but for some reason it just reminds me of like an alligator or a crocodile or something. I love it. There you go. I had fried, when I was in Florida for the first time, I had fried gator.
It's very good.
It was good. And I know everyone says this, and this is like the generic thing to say. It tastes like chicken. It did kind of taste like chicken. I mean, it was fried, so it had like, they were nuggets, sort of.
Yeah.
So to me, if you just told me it was a little more, I don't want to say slimy, because that people are like, yo, that sounds gross. But you get what I'm saying. More like,
Yeah.
you know,
It had a bit of the texture.
texture-wise, it was more seafoodish, but it tasted like seasoning, and obviously from the breading, it was like
Phenomenal.
like popcorn chicken from KFC. I love the popcorn chicken. I love that stuff. Here's that 1 and 4. I love the popcorn chicken, but not as much as I love my Green Bay Packers and this helmet. Look at this, man. I never seen a Packer helmet like this, ever.
Have not. Can't say I've seen that either. But it is Brett Favre, so that's an automatic attraction there.
Yes, sir. And I don't want to assume anything, but I'm trying to pause this. I want to see what that. Because I'm guessing the color has to do with the decal on the back. I'm trying to pause at the right.
We just gotta pull it out and see for ourselves.
That's
I
it.
guess.
That's it right here. So we'll see. Is that a fire department? I don't want to assume anything. We'll have to pull it out and check it out. I can tell you what that is. Super Bowl 31 logo.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. One of my coolest eBay purchases was I bought and it was actually, I was nervous too, because I was like, oh, when you buy on eBay, it's like from the actual vintage hat from the Super Bowl 31.
Nice.
It's licensed pro and everything. And actually, in good, I don't want to get in. It was like, oh, looks like it was been worn for 30 years
Sure.
or someone sat on it.
Yeah.
It actually looks like it's, I don't want to say brand new, but
Pretty solid.
looks good. Doesn't
Nice.
look, I could wear it in public.
That's
and,
good.
That's
all you really need.
I don't want to say wear it in public because I'll still get the remarks. Packers suck.
Yeah.
Packers suck. My dad told me when I was younger. My dad always, like, everywhere I go, he always tells me, he always warns me everywhere I go. So if like, hey Dan, I'm going on vacation. Well, you better be careful. Like, for example, I went to New Orleans a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Dad, I'm going to New Orleans. Well, you better be careful because they're going to kidnap you and throw you to the alligators. Like, it's stuff like that. That's everywhere I go. I'm going to Vegas next week. He tells me, you better be careful. They're going to take all your money. You're an idiot. I'm like, thanks, Dad. Appreciate all the kind words.
I used to wear the Packers hat a lot, but now I just rock the Mizzou hat.
Well,
Mizzou hat is the easiest thing to rock.
So he told me, he goes, you wear that Packer hat, you're going to get beat up. Yeah, I'm like, and he goes, you're not tough. You're not tough. So I'm like, all right. So at a young age, he installed me, so I got scared. So I bought a winter, my winter hat was a Chargers powder blue hat. So that was my my peace offering. I was like, all right, guys, that was like just in case, because, never had issue though wearing a Packer hat.
I haven't either. And I don't think people do, like, I think the physical abuse stuff has stopped for like sports fans. Like,
hopefully.
Now it's just, you just say like, oh, Packers suck, or like, you just like yell something at somebody and that's it.
Who knows though? I always see videos every Sunday in football season of like fans fighting in the seats, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, there's like, some other things going on there besides
having a couple beverages.
Yeah,
and
besides just the fans being crazy.
When you're a couple of beverages deep and your team's losing by
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis lid. Where's Terrell Davis?
I don't even know what break he would be in.
I think he was pulled if Terrell Davis. Yeah. Oh, Terrell Davis. Oh, the best of the rest.
Oh, best of the rest. Okay.
He's still available, Ronnie. Everyone's still available in the best of the rest. Everyone's still available in that best of the rest series. Bring it up right here on the screen. 3 to go in that best of the rest.
3 to go in that double.
Definitely close that out, guys.
3 to go in the double. Yeah.
Yep, I got you, Ronnie. Every helmet still out there. There's Terrell Davis. I'm surprised. See, there's a Bronco on this photo. I thought Ronnie would for sure mention. I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you, but you know what?
A pleasant surprise of an upset there.
A little shocked, to be honest with you, but
Rax was saying the hate for Shedeur, unreal. Stop it. I don't know if it's necessarily hate. we were talking about this earlier, Dom. I don't know that's necessarily hate. I think there are some reasonable reservations to have about picking Shedeur Sanders and having him on your team. But yeah, let's stop it with the he's not talented enough.
Right. That's
That part of it I don't think is accurate.
right. Yeah. He had that throw, that walk-off throw, like against
Cal Penn is in the room.
against your body. He had the throw. He was throwing against his body. The walk. Oh, I forgot who he's playing. The touchdown tied the game. Baylor. Yeah. I know he doesn't. The arm strength's not there. That takes arm strength to make that throw. So
yeah, the talent is definitely like the talent evaluators who are saying that like Shedeur doesn't have the talent are the same ones who are saying like, yeah, we need to see Mason Rudolph again, or Dylan Gabriel is the guy that'll. Come on, we don't need that.
someone wins the Tony Romo. I have a Bo Nix salute to service Broncos lid speed flex. I'll trade for it. There you go, guys. If you're a Bronco fan, maybe, and you're looking for a Bo Nix, get that Tony Romo. Polo Rex has an offer for you.
Yeah.
There you go. So we'll be doing the best of the rest. That's going to happen. 10:27 is the Chase Wheel Spin, guys. We got to do a Chase Wheel Spin. Trying to give away some company money, guys. Come on. Come on.
Not to mention, you have all the headliners available in that best of the rest, plus a chance at the raffle slip for the Tom Brady.
Yeah, every entry is still available as
Yeah.
well. I love when we have like these giveaways because obviously you want to win a headliner, you want to win a speed flex, but sometimes guys are like, I actually do want to win one for the and more section. I want the Brady entry.
Yeah.
So I've seen guys, they win the headliner in a series like this, and
they
they're
look
like,
to trade,
and they're
for
like, damn it.
for the Brady entry.
So it's definitely going to happen during this show. And I want to do best of the rest. I want to do some 1 and 4s because I want to see the Brett Favre and the Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Stone Cold vest. What? Pull that rifle out.
I kind of want to see the rifle, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. I had to look up who those guys were. Scott Schwartz and Peter Billingsley. Not going to lie. I like how it just says gun on there. like I needed.
Oh, man.
I was going to get confused with the Jason Tatum ball, the Cat ball, Shaq ball, Burt Reynolds plate, Stone Cold vest. Stone Cold was just at WrestleMania and crashed his ATV. And a lady fell over and she was pissed about it.
Ugh.
Never good. And then after he crashed his ATV, he got up, went in the ring, and drank a beer. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. First time I see someone crash and then drink afterwards. There you go. So it's pretty interesting. Hopefully everyone was all right in that situation.
Yeah.
Stone Cold, one of the greatest, my favorite WWE superstar of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Kittle, who's in the Diamonds, Kittle was at WrestleMania.
Both nights.
Yeah.
Big time wrestling fan, George Kittle. Got George Kittle in the Diamonds. Got George Kittle Speedflex in the best of the rest. We got George Kittle. What else we got? George Kittle. Pulled him in the vault. Maybe I was thinking about the vault. Pulled George Kittle late last night in the vault, that beautiful Speedflex. But we got the best of the rest. Oh, the Diamonds. I said that already.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
Diamonds and best of the rest is
That's right.
is where Kittle is living in the break room.
That's right. So there we go. Draft is at noon Central Time. Let's see the best players available right now. Obviously, we know Shedeur. Jalen Royals, wide receiver. Bring it up right here for you guys. Check it out. Hey, Cam Scatterbo. Gunnar
Cam
Helm, tight
Scatterbo
end, yeah.
and Dylan Sampson.
I like Dylan Sampson. You know what? As a dynasty player, I'm hoping he continues to fall so people, sleep on him in the draft because our draft starts exactly right after this draft. I don't have any picks, so I traded all my picks.
Chris Paul Jr., linebacker for Ole Miss. There's no ways.
I don't think Chris is that old.
No way that's Chris's kid.
Maybe Cliff Paul. Quinn Ewers. Jordan James, Oregon running back. Will Howard, national champion.
Yeah.
Some pretty good players out there. Hey man, this is where you win championships. Day 3
is where you get the best value.
I mean, best of the rest, guys. This will we have the series right now. The giveaway is Tom Brady, pick 199. You know, I know you could say, oh, 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th round. Who cares? Patriots care. Bill Belichick cared when he drafted Tom Brady. Man, 49ers care when they drafted Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant. How crazy is that, man? How crazy. You think they pay Brock Purdy?
That's an interesting question. John Lynch had an interview the other day where he said they're close. Like they're having the negotiations and they expect to get a deal done. So yeah, I think they do pay Brock Purdy. I don't know if it'll be the $50 million that he was expecting, but it'll definitely be a substantial pay bump from what he was getting the last 3 or 4 years with the 49ers.
Matt Miller's pro comp for Shedeur Sanders, Jared Goff. Pretty good pro comp.
And that's look, Jared Goff.
Take that.
Even before Jared Goff was on the Lions, people forget Jared Goff played in the Super Bowl.
2-time Pro Bowler on the Rams.
He played in the Super Bowl. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he was some washed up guy on the Rams.
Right. He played, yeah. And okay, guy, I understand, like, oh, he played like crap in that Super Bowl. Yeah, against the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick, who's one of the greatest defensive masterminds. And you give Bill Belichick 2 weeks to scheme against you. Sorry. And ask Sean McVay. Sean McVay said he outcoached me like so
Yeah, he got
bad in that
outcoached,
game.
but even then, like it's not like Tom Brady had a great game
No,
in
it
that
was 13,
Super Bowl
what, 13
either.
to
It was
3?
13-3.
Yeah, it was ugly. Probably the worst Super Bowl like I ever watched.
One of the worst recent Super Bowls for sure.
Definitely. Like, because I know like this last Super Bowl wasn't like great but at least we got points and touchdowns.
Yeah.
That one was rough.
No.
The touchdown that we got in that game came late in the game. Late in the game, like
Yeah,
very late.
That
so,
was not a fun one.
yeah, that was brutal. Brady, best of the rest. 10 entries. Brady,
Available
1 and 4.
Yeah, available in the 1 and 4 and in the raffle for that best of the rest. 3 to go in that double. For the best of the rest.
If you don't want to wait for that best of the rest series to sell out and you want to see Tom Brady right now, we are 3 spots to go in a single 1 and 4. This 1 and 4, guys. Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You got Gronk getting a double, getting a quad. You don't have to worry about any divisions. All 4 of those helmets come out and you got that football spot. You're feeling pretty damn good on this Saturday, right? Pretty damn good. If I'm a Patriot fan, Tom Brady and Gronk double up right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, top 5 quarterback in my opinion. I am not just saying that because I'm a Packer fan. I mean, numbers and eye tests don't lie. When you watch Aaron Rodgers in his prime, you're like, this might be the greatest quarterback of all time. You go on his pro football reference page and you look at his stats, it's ridiculous. I get it, 1 Super Bowl, only been the 1. But if you watch football and Aaron Rodgers with the Packers, I get the year with the Jets, not so great. But Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP with the Packers. I know I say this about Dan Marino sometimes, and Tom Brady is the GOAT, 7 Super Bowls. But if I'm starting a team from scratch, I don't know who my coach is. I don't know who my offensive line is. I don't know who my receivers are. I'm picking my quarterback first. Aaron Rodgers would not be a bad pick first overall.
Would not be a bad pick. We're now 1 to go in that best of the rest double. So 1 spot left in that double break in the best of the rest for that first break in the new series.
That's going to happen. So let's close that out. Maybe some closer magic. If you are a subscriber to that belief. I know some people are, some people aren't. I'm not going to open that can of worms today.
There's a lot of different types of magic.
Yes.
Some people don't believe in some forms of magics. They believe in other forms of magic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So I found the old Orlando Magic like theme song when they first became a team. And it is a awesome song. It is I don't know all the words, but like the chorus is just Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic. What like this? Like it's like an early '90s upbeat tune, and it, like as soon as you listen, you can tell like oh this was recorded 30 years ago.
Practice squad, it's still pretty open. We did 1 box earlier in the practice squad. Headliner was not pulled, so 27 boxes in the practice squad now. 14 headliners. Dan Marino, Amon-Ra, J.J. Watt, Barry Sanders, that Polamalu helmet, Ray Lewis also available, Mike Evans, Michael Irvin, Dak Prescott on the jersey available as well, Lawrence Taylor and O.J. Simpson. That was the O.J. Simpson that had the inscriptions that we were trying to figure out, right, in the practice squad. So That OJ Simpson rep has some inscriptions on it that could be interesting. So the practice squad definitely still open there.
I think it says Miami has the something and Buffalo has the juice. So I just can't. Miami has the what?
Well, that double did close.
There we go.
We'll do the best of the rest double.
Best of the rest. Here we go. Maybe we see that Brett Favre in the first break for that best of the rest. It is also the Chase wheel spin, so someone's going to have a chance to win up to $100 at the end of our show. And this is the double, so I'll ask for 2 numbers. I'm just going to call it best. Sound good? I'm lazy. Drop me 2 numbers from best. Let me check this on the ticker really fast. Actually, I don't see it on the ticker. So, guys, it's out of 30. Give me 1 second. Let me put this on the ticker. Sorry about that. $5 and $16. Thank you, Moises. All righty, let's see how that looks. Got a lot of numbers on here. Just want to see if that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, let's take 5 and 16. 17 through 30. All righty, that looks good. All right, we got Jeff, we got Tom, we got Alejandro, Joshua, Sean, Steven, and Moises. Thank you, guys. Get the randomizer up on the screen for you. 7 times. Here we go. Jeff, Tom, Alejandro, Joshua, Sean, Steven, Moises. And there it is. Thank you, sir. All right. Tom Kaz, you have the NFC North. Stephen Plecky, you have the NFC South. Moises, you have the NFC East. Alejandro, you have the NFC West. Jeff August, you have the AFC North. Stephen Plecky, you have the AFC South. Joshua, you have the AFC East. And Sean, you have the AFC West. So good luck to everybody. Best of the rest. Our first break in this series. So these will be our first 2 boxes. I say we start with a couple headliners while we're at it. Here's box 5. We'll go in numerical order. So good luck to everybody. Here we go. All right. Feels like a good start. It feels like a good start to this series. Cloth bag, if you guys watch enough, you probably know what that means. Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! One of my favorite players ever growing up, Chinmay. You know why? Because he killed the Bears. In the playoffs,
Yeah.
It is Steve Smith. Look at that. Steve Smith, Speedflex, NFC South, Stephen Plecky. Steven, very nice. Ice up, son. Steve Smith. Future Hall of Famer. Should be in the Hall of Fame already. Got the Racky. Here's the card and the cert right here. Very nice. What a way to start off.
Great
Yeah.
hit.
Wow. Stephen Plecky.
Got a couple spots in late.
Mm-hmm. Now, I believe this is their alternate. Because they do
This
have
is the alternate.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the
I
alternate.
was going to say, not the Eclipse, the alternate Panthers lid. There you go. What a start.
Steve Smith now commentating.
Mm-hmm.
doing some analysis on NFL Network.
Yeah. Still talking trash to some players,
Yeah.
too. Jerry Jeudy.
I love his jag, just a guy. I think when he calls a player just a guy.
I like that.
That was his beef with Jerry Jeudy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Called him just a guy, and they had some words.
I know Steve Smith not the biggest guy.
That was when Jerry Jeudy was on the Broncos.
Yes. I know Steve Smith not the biggest guy, but I don't want to mess with
No,
Steve Smith, man.
Not a guy you might want to mess with. He picked a decent amount of fights when he was on the field.
He
as
wasn't
a player.
scared of anybody.
Yeah.
Ice up, son. All right, we'll keep Steve Smith on the table, obviously. I mean, that game against the Bears in the playoffs, you killed the Bears in the playoffs. You're automatically one of my favorite players. Sorry, Bears fans. I think Steven's a Bear fan. I'm sorry, Steven. I'm sorry. Steven Plekey's like, Dom, just open that next helmet. Open the next
12 receptions, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns in that playoff game.
This is the best of the rest, Michael. The black and blue did not close out 3 spots ago. We do the breaks once they close out. If you go on Ultimate Autographs and you see the live breaks page, you see what black and blue that is, I believe. Let me check what black and blue number we're on.
3 to go in that number 5. 3 to go in that single for the.
There you go. Yeah. So once it says number 6, that means we did number 5. So we did not do the black and blue. Should be doing the black and blue shortly, though. Mm-hmm. 3 spots ago. So should be coming up pretty soon for you, Michael.
Is that screen frozen?
I think so. Oh, I can fix that. Hopefully.
Because I saw the helmet here on the table, and then I saw it on the screen, and I was like, what's going on there?
That's not good. All right. Let me fix this, guys. Give me 1 second. Take this off.
It's really odd.
What's this right here? No. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see that Gronk. The Steve Smith did it. The damn Steve Smith Speed Flex.
Too much heat this early.
I think so. I think that's what did
Computer couldn't handle it.
All right, give me 1 second, guys. Get this figured out. All right, we'll open this box, then we'll get this figured out. If not, it is 10:44. Maybe if we don't have any breaks come up soon, maybe we'll sign off and try to get this fixed while we're at it. But, guys, let's do it this way. There you go. All righty. So I'll leave this up right now. I'll pull the helmet out. You guys see your divisions, so keep that like that for a second. Sorry about the camera, guys. I don't know what the heck just happened. I'm blaming Steve Smith. Alrighty. We'll do this for now. So there's box 16. Tom Brady entry.
Brady entry.
Going to somebody. There you go. You traded for a chance at a draft day steal, it says. There you go. How about a double up? It's Zaire Franklin, rep helmet. Stephen Plekey has the AFC South. There you go, Stephen. Nice little double up right there. This is a rep helmet. Salute to service. But got yourself a Tom Brady entry spot. So I said it's pretty pretty good double up right there for
Yeah.
Mr. Plecky right there. You get yourself a Steve Smith speed flex and an entry spot for Tom Brady at the end. So very nice. And don't forget Zaire Franklin, who led the NFL in tackles last season. So nice hit.
Great break for Steven there, getting in a couple spots and coming out with a bunch of items. Two helmets and a Brady raffle.
That's right. There you go, Steven. Very, very nice.
Triple up and a double.
Why not? Why not? I like that. So we'll write this out. 176. Cold drafted Tyler Warren.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice pick there. Beast of a tight end. All right, we'll put Zaire away. Very, very nice hits. Now 9 entries to go for that Tom Brady speed flex. But guys, that best of the rest series. Still got the Brett Favre speed flex, the Chad Johnson speed flex, Gronk, Kittle, Tony Romo. Every headliner besides Steve Smith is still available. That Brett Favre speed flex, which is insane. We got to see that. There you go, Steven. Yeah. That Brady raffle entry spot. Take that. Why not, right?
Absolutely.
All righty. Let's just take that off for now. Let's see where we're at. Got the Steve Smith here on the table. That Steve Smith is nice. I love that lid. Check out that blue ink. Keep it right here. There you go. All righty. Let's see what our next break is going to be. Hopefully we got some traction in that black and blue. Looks like we did. One spot to go in that single, guys. So definitely close that out. Close out some minis, and then we'll see where we're at. I just want to check one time to see if I can fix this. Is it not plugged in or something? Give me 1 second. Just make sure it's plugged in.
It should be plugged in because it was showing something on the
Right,
screen.
yeah. See, maybe something's loose here. I don't know what this is from. All right. We'll get that fixed when we go on break, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Usually I just do it this way when we have issues with the camera. Go to activate, deactivate, and then it'll work again. But we'll get it fixed. No big deal. Alrighty, guys. Let's close out that black and blue. I'll bring it up on the screen here to see what we are chasing in that B&B. Got Alvin Kamara. Got Gronk, Josh Allen, Brett Favre, Myles Garrett, Barry Sanders, Devontae Smith, Joe Namath, Joe Burrow, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, and Michael Vick. Still out there. 20 boxes left, 12 headliners. I want to see that Favre Rave helmet.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Best looking helmet there.
I agree with you.
That Patriots red is pretty nice too, but
On the Gronk, yeah.
yeah, I like that Favre.
I want to check out this Myles Garrett. I've never seen a Browns helmet like this.
That's an interesting one as well.
So definitely want to check that out. Maybe it'll be in just a couple seconds. We'll see. That black and blue. Authentic helmets with slight imperfections, guys. But like I said, still look great to display. So let's close out that black and blue. And if we're still open after that B&B, we'll sign off and we'll try to get this camera fixed for you guys because definitely don't want to have to deal with that all day.
Don't want to linger on that.
Yes.
For sure.
So we'll knock that out. We'll do the chase wheel spin for the best of the rest. I mean, we could keep breaking if you guys want to keep on breaking, just get some spots. But we'll be back anyways if we do go on a break at 12 p.m. Central Time. I'm just hoping we can get that camera fixed. So there we go. By the way, I want to show off this 1 and 4 because this is another series that's loaded right now. The room is absolutely loaded with heat. Loaded. Look at these speed flexes at the bottom. All still available in the 1 and 4. Baker, Brady, Rogers, and Gronk. How cool is that? You got Derek Jeter, one of the most iconic baseball players of all time, if not the most popular player of all time, Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
I mean, popularity-wise, he's the king of New York. The captain, Derek Jeter. Big Papi, CC Sabathia, Larry Bird, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Sorry, I can't help myself. Got Burt Reynolds. There you go. And Steven's the other. See, this is working with Steven's my only producer for so long. It's Chimay. So I was going to talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin too. The Stone Cold Steve Austin vest, it's got the OMR. Now you're probably thinking, what does OMR mean? Like, what is the meaning behind that?
Right.
Well, he only wore a vest that said OMR one time. And that was his match at WrestleMania 19 against The Rock, which at the time for 20 years was his last match. He came back a couple years ago. OMR, one more round. So his last match.
Okay.
That's what it meant. So little history behind that Stone Cold vest right there. I bet you didn't think you were going to get that, right? I bet you didn't think you were going to get that info today.
That.
Yeah. Woo. You got that rifle, of course.
Black and blue is ready to go.
There you go.
Break closed out.
I think it was that Stone Cold fact that did it. They're like, yeah, we got, all right, yeah. They're like, oh, wow. Guy knows Stone Cold. Black and blue. That's a single, right? That closed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. All righty. Drop me a box number for black and blue if you're in that break. Getting a spam call right now. Always.
Nothing quite like the robocalls.
Potential spam. It's always spam.
It's always spam.
Even if it's not spam, I'm not going to answer if I don't know your number. So it is
That's
spam.
That's
It's like if I don't know the number. If it's that important, you'll send me a text.
Or you'll leave. People have left voicemails, actually.
They still leave
Been
voicemails?
good, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, people
That's
still
good.
leave voicemails. It's good.
That's good. Box 10 from Mark. Is Mark in that break?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, buddy. What's going on, Mark? Happy Saturday. My man, where is the black and blue?
Mark is looking for some closer magic. This break.
Thank you, sir. Got Michael Webb, first timer here. Let me bring this up on the screen. There you guys see it. Got Michael Webb, first timer here in the break room. John Smith, Michael Convey, Joshua Simmons, William Loesch. Got Murphy. What's up, Murph? Got Michael Convey and Mark McAdams. Mark closed it out. Thank you, Mark, for closing out. Maybe some closer magic and box caller magic. He's combined them too. I like that. There you go. So, Michael Webb, by any chance, if you're out there, let us know your favorite team, favorite player. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. Thank you for joining us, and good
Welcome
luck
to
in
the
your
break
first
room.
break. Yeah. So box 10, I think I took that off the ticker already. Yes, I did. All righty, guys. Let's go to that randomizer 7 times. 7 times in our randomizer. All righty. Here we go. Randomizer's going to be nice to somebody. There it is. Well, Michael Webb came in with the top spot. He's going to end with the top spot.
He's in that Brett Favre spot.
Not a bad spot to be. All right, Michael, you have the NFC North. Joshua Simmons, you have the NFC South. Murph, you have the NFC East. Mark, you have the NFC West. William, you have the AFC North. John Smith, you have the AFC South. And Michael Convey, you are closing us out with the AFC East and West. So we have box 10 in the black and blue. Thank you, guys. Team B. Here we go. Take this off for now. So you guys see the lid. And I'll bring it back on the screen to let you know who won the lid. Where's my box cutter? There it is. Good luck, everybody. Who do we have? Who do we have? All righty. How about the newcomer here in the break room, Michael Webb, get himself a Barry Sanders slate authentic. I showed up on the screen again. Michael Webb has the NFC North. Michael, very nice. Welcome to UA, my man. Welcome. Barry Sanders, slate.
That's the other type of magic that we haven't talked about. New customer magic.
That is true. That is a thing. Let's see. Insides. Maybe a little. I mean, it's hard to tell with our screen off, but this looks pretty damn good, I would say. Got a couple of, maybe that's on top. There's a couple of little marks on top, but nothing too bad. I mean, our black and blue guys still look great to display, so very, very nice, Michael. This looks pretty damn good to me. What do you think, Chinmay?
Yeah.
It looks good, right?
Can't tell anything obviously.
I mean, I'm looking at the
obviously faulty with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the non-auto side. And you know, most of the time with our black and blue, that's where the imperfection is on the non-auto side, which to me, honestly, if I'm displaying my memorabilia, I'm just like, okay, cool. Non-auto side's messed up. Well, here's the auto side where I'm going to display. So there you go. Well, very nice. So looks good. There you go, Michael.
Great hit.
Uh-huh.
Great hit to start off in the break room.
I wonder if any relation to break room legend Andrew Webb. You know, Webb is, you know, I don't say common name, but you know Webb is.
Yeah.
Brandon Webb, former Arizona Diamondback pitcher. So put this away. Everyone's favorite part of the night. Putting the helmets in the bags.
Yeah.
It's like a little workout.
Yeah, especially with these bags.
Uh-huh. That's why I like the Speed Flexes, you know, the cloth bags. There you go. Not too bad there. Write this out for Michael Webb. There you go, Michael. Barry Sanders, one of the greatest, if not the greatest running back of all time on the slate. The Lion King, Barry Sanders, right?
Certainly in the conversation for greatest running back of all time.
So, better Lion King, Barry Sanders, Mufasa, or Scar?
Well, it's not Scar, I can tell you that much.
That was my hot take. I was picking Scar.
It's not Scar. I'll go with Barry. I'll go with the sport. Although I did see Mufasa, the Lion King.
Why? Everyone here has seen that movie but me. I didn't think. I'm shocked.
It's pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Common.
Good origin story.
I mean, Common, you know, acted like it was going to win an Oscar.
All right.
He was like, it's really good.
not- yeah.
It was really good. You got to check it out.
It was good. I don't think it's Oscar worthy. Then again, my whole hot take on the Oscars is that they really shouldn't exist.
You know, I don't want to be that guy to be like, I haven't seen the movie that was nominated for an Oscar. But, like, honestly, I haven't. It's not on purpose.
No.
I just, like, some of these movies, it's like, I don't. Oh, Top Gun was nominated for an Oscar. I did see Top Gun.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Top Gun, they couldn't.
They
Couldn't deny Top Gun. But, yeah, the Oscar, after, like, I'll find out what that was. But after The Dark Knight didn't get nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, and I'm not saying it had to win, but you couldn't tell me, what year was that, 2008? that there,
2007, 2008.
yeah, around that time.
There weren't 6 better movies than The Dark Knight.
Right. And it's like, oh, they just didn't do that because it was a comic book movie, and they don't want to like, oh, that comic book trash.
In my opinion, there still aren't 6 better movies than The Dark Knight, but that's a personal opinion.
I think there's 6 better movies ever than The Dark Knight. To be honest with you, I love The Dark Knight. You know how I got these scars? Oh, I could go all day. Alrighty, guys. It is 11:01. Chase wheel spin. Yeah, it's real. I can just get it from Best of the Rest double.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the chase wheel spin, guys. And then we'll sign off. We'll take a short break. We'll be back at 12 p.m. Central Time. We're going to get this camera fixed for you guys. Oh, Steven, yeah, we'll do a 1 and 4 single if you guys want to do that too. We'll do the chase wheel spin for the Best of the Rest. If you guys want to do a 1 and 4 single, we could definitely do that during this show. Don't want to make you guys wait. But I like that idea, Stephen Plecky. I do like that idea a lot. So I'll put the guys in the best of the rest. It is a double, and I'm a creature of habit. So I know we only did 1 double, but I'll put them in twice. I'm a creature of habit. I can't help it. I'm sorry, guys.
Yep.
So you get in a double, you get your name in twice. I know it really doesn't
100%.
matter. I know it really doesn't matter for this one because it's same people, but whatever. 7 names, 7 times, excuse me. It's gonna be Tom Kaz. There you go, Tom. Tom, if you're out there, my man, let us know what number you'd like us to spin the wheel out of 100 at. We automatically spin it at 1, but if you have a special number, a favorite number, maybe your birthday or a jersey number you used to wear when you played football or baseball, maybe a special someone in your life's birthday, maybe a child or, a spouse, your favorite player growing up. So let us know. I'm gonna get my first 100 one day. I mean, I got 3. I got 3 chances today. So I got 3 chances today. So we'll see. No excuses. Play like a champion, right? Rule number 1.
Yeah.
Rule 76: never leave a crasher behind. All right, Tom. I'll give you 10 more seconds. If not, we'll spin the wheel, and we're getting at 100. Knocking on wood. Tom's like, yeah, keep jinxing me, man.
Yeah.
Keep jinxing me. All right, let's spin this wheel for Tom. Good luck, Tom. Not too bad. I mean, not 100. $32. All right.
All right. Something.
Thank you, Ryan. Tom, you'll get that 100 soon, says Ryan. But the boss man's probably watching like, no, Tom, you don't got to get that 100.
Don't
you don't got to do that. He's probably like, Ryan, no. Don't encourage him, Ryan, they're saying. All righty, guys. I'll check our break page. Stephen Plecky does want to do a 1 and 4, guys. I will say this, Stephen. The singles already got a spot taken. And I don't know if that could be you. I don't know if that's Stephen Plecky who already bought that spot.
Yeah, he's not in the single.
So if you do buy a spot, that's going to be put it to 2 halfway there. That can happen. If it doesn't happen during this show, we'll be back in under an hour. So I'll give you guys 3 minutes to close out that 1 and 4 if you want to close it out. But if not, we'll be back for noon Central Time. Good show, fun show. The 9 a.m. shows, everyone's just waking up. Wake in break. So expecting some extra activity in the 12 and a 3. And guys, there's really no excuses in the break room tonight because this room is absolutely littered with heat. I mean, Speed Flex is all over. I'm counting. Let's see. We got 4 Speed Flexes in the 1 and 4. Brady, Rogers, Gronk, Baker Mayfield. You got a Speed Flex in the Diamonds. Let's see the best of the rest. We have, how many Speed Flexes we have left after the Steve Smith? We got the Romo, the Favre, the Chad Johnson, the Gronk, and the Kittle. So there's 5 right there. We have the Marshall Faulk, Baker Mayfield, Peyton Manning, Troy Polamalu. So there's 4. There's 5. There's 4 there, 13. There's 14 Speed Flexes in the room right now, if my math is correct. And you might want to double check that. But 14 Speed Flexes in the room right now. Yeah, 4 in the vault. Man. Yeah, 5 in the best and the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Actually, it might be more than the best of the rest. Yeah, AJ Brown speed flex. So, yeah, so there you go. I told you my math. I'm shortchanging us a little bit. So yeah, we got flexes. We got flex. I know you guys like speed flex. We got 37 people in the room.
16 in the room. Speed flexes. I'm counting. Yeah.
Okay, see what I say?
14. So you had basically the 2 in the diamonds that weren't being counted, but
I missed Josh Allen.
yeah.
Okay.
You missed the Josh Allen and the AJ Brown, right? Those were the 2 that.
Yeah, AJ Brown and the best of the rest, and because I said I'm on Ross St. Brown and the diamonds. Yes. Yeah. I can't see. I'm going blind. I'm getting old, Chin May.
16 though. 16 speed flexes in the room. So plenty of options there for those who are interested in the speed flexes.
We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna do some breaks. It's the NFL draft. You got the NBA playoffs. Sports on. We got speed flexes in the room. So it's gonna be a busy Saturday, guys. And guys, even when we're taking our little break right here, still, if you want to get in the breaks, get your spot. So by the time we sign in for the next show, bada boom. We've got some pre-fills, and we're breaking right away, so no one has to wait to see their speed flexes potentially. I want to do some 1 and 4s. I want to do some best of the rest, obviously. I want to see Brady. I want to see Rodgers, and I want to see Favre. That's my goal for today, Chin May. Brady, Rodgers, Favre. My 3 favorite players.
Trifecta.
No order, right? Well, the order would be Favre, Rodgers, and Brady. That was the order. But my 3 favorite quarterbacks growing up.
Yeah.
So
let's do it. I'm with you there.
So it is 11:07. Yeah, we are open, so we will be signing off. We'll take a short break. We'll get that camera fixed, guys. Definitely get that camera fixed. And get your spots. The quad for the best of the rest is 5 to go. Let me drop that link in the chat before we do sign off. Chin May, great job, brother. Let's do it again.
Another fantastic show. And we got that Steve Smith Sr. out here. So
I'm going to ice up.
Great hit.
On our break. All righty. So we'll see you guys 12 o'clock Central Time. Take care. Get ready for the draft and get ready for the best of the rest series. We're seeing that.